Welcome to the super exciting first episode of the podcast Life Engineering Principles. My name is Vittal Mane, a wonderful human being at heart with humanity as my religion and one nation as my nationality. I'm the host of the show, and this podcast is a success formula to win over your negative self-talks, where I focus on empowering and guiding people who are struggling with negative results, stress, worry, guilty, or any kind of low vibrating negative energy in their life, to help them with lots of inspiration, happiness, and high vibrating energy. Every week, I'm sharing some real life experiences, some amazing values and principles that help me improve my life. I'm also inviting few successful people to learn from them how they could take over their negative self-talk and found that winning path in their life. On this very first episode, I'm going to talk on one of the most successful habits which really has great impact on my life. This has eventually become part of my daily routine. I'm going to talk about meditation and its benefits on emotional intelligence. Before I begin, let me say that the meditation is nothing to do with a religious activity. Rather, it can help you connect spiritually to the purpose of your life. You can very well research on the meditation and the information about it, types of it, and the benefit of it. If I start talking about the same thing here, then this podcast is of no use. I'm going to talk about my own experience with meditation and how I got benefited from it. All what I'm going to talk about here is what I revealed from doing meditation for over last 6 years consistently, minimum 2 times in a day. Yes, you heard it right. I do my meditation 15 to 20 minutes once early in the morning with my empty stomach and second in the afternoon before lunch. Let me keep this talk in 3 segments. First, I'll talk about why I recommend meditation in my first ever episode on emotional intelligence. Then I'll talk about the benefits of this meditation, what I personally got in my life. And lastly, I'll talk about the method which I follow to do this meditation. So let's jump into why meditation. Let me take you back to year 2015 when I was at a orthopedic doctor. Doctor, can you tell me the reason having such a pain in my toes? I asked the doctor. Hey Vittal, this is because of your high uric acid levels. Doctor replied. What should I do to reduce it? I just asked him. Vittal, you need to reduce your weight, avoid the consumption of high protein food, increase the intake of water. He just replied. And he gave me a list of food items which I should avoid or reduce in the consumption. Bloody hell. When I look at that list, I just talk to myself, I'm a vegetarian guy, and if I stop eating all those lentils and veggies, then what should I eat? Doctor also suggested me the physiotherapy, which I never did. See, I'm not a doctor to suggest what you should be doing when it comes to health. These are just my experience with meditation, and you must see your doctor and follow doctor's guidance in case of any health issues. I actually went on a raw food diet for next 4 continuous days and started studying more about uric acid and the reasons why the level goes up. I always thought that I should do regular exercise, and which was really challenging. which is of course 80% of the people, working population, think of doing it, but they never do regularly. It was same with me as well. But this uric acid gave me challenge and made me a point that I should start exercising regularly. I actually learned pranayama and meditation back in year 2008, but never practiced it regularly. And this incident forced me to start practicing it regularly. So I started my raw food diet and I started doing pranayama and meditation regularly once in a day. Just from the next day, I came back from the doctor. Eventually, I could bring down the uric acid levels. And I also revealed in the process that every disease is a cause of stress and anxiety, worry, and all those multiple thoughts which always runs or which always occupy our mind space. And that causes the emotional imbalance in our life. And because of that imbalance, we get closer to such disease. Really speaking, I could not continue doing pranayama regularly, but I never missed my meditation till today because of the insights which I got during those days. To understand the benefit, it actually started because of the uric acid, or what I can say is a physical disease which made me or forced me to continue practicing exercise and meditation. But then eventually I found the essence how actually I could connect it emotionally. Let us look at the brain or the mind space to start understanding how it actually benefits on an emotional intelligence. Imagine this mind space is actually made of full of thoughts, feelings and emotions. Just to imagine these are actually full of trees. The mind space is made of full of trees of these thoughts, feelings and emotions. Just like many monkeys would jump around these trees, you can imagine how many thoughts, how many feelings and emotions we are jumping around every moment in our life. And now you can imagine that how disturbing it would be if a lot of monkeys are jumping around these trees and this jungle is made of all those trees and those monkeys. Now with such a state of mind, just imagine where our mental health would go. And that's the primary reason behind every disease. And that's what in a medical term they say that stress is a reason behind every disease. But this stress is caused by that disturbance or that multiple thoughts and feelings and emotions which are running in your mind. And that's where actually meditation plays a very important role on bringing that control, or I would say it helps us to remove those jumping monkeys from the jungle of thoughts and feelings and emotions in our mind space. Now, just few moments back, I was talking about imagining a mind space with full of jumping monkeys around those trees. Now I'm asking you to imagine a mind space where there are no jumping monkeys around, and just your thoughts, feelings and emotions and that mind space. And this is a power of meditation which allows you to choose a thought, an emotion or a feelings on which you really want to work at that particular moment. You get that power or you get that capacity to do it by practicing meditation. Meditation improves your capacity to focus or concentrate, and eventually by following or practicing meditation, you become so powerful that you can decide that which thoughts, which emotions, which feelings you are working on in your life at that particular moment. And it's so powerful. And that's why the stress, anxiety, or the worry, all these patterns of thought process which goes in our mind can be really controlled or eliminated by following the meditation. Now, why this is possible? Because of meditation? Because the type of meditation what I'm talking about here is a meditation which brings your mind state to a zero level, a non-doing state of mind. Meaning, when you are sitting in this meditation posture, you are actually not following any thought, not creating any thought, not restricting any thought. And by forcibly start doing meditation initially, eventually, once you start practicing it, slowly, it becomes a habit of your mind space. That eventually it doesn't follow multiple thoughts, doesn't create multiple thoughts, doesn't restrict any thought which is coming in your mind, and it just allows it to come and go. That's so powerful the meditation is. Now, talking more about the power of meditation is what you can understand by understanding the method of doing it. Now, I do this meditation early in the morning before I eat anything, and second, I do it in the afternoon before my lunch. So there are certain rules which need to be followed while in the state of meditation or in the state of your physical or mental state which is required before you sit in that meditation posture. Now let me start with when you can do the meditation. You can do this meditation when you feel little hungry, when you are little tired, and when your mental state is little stable. Meaning, you should not be running with lots of thoughts in your mind, or if you're too stressed or you are having too much of anxiety, then you should first calm down, come to a state where not too many thoughts are running in your mind. When these three rules are met, you're little hungry, you're little tired, and you're with a calm state of your mind state. And these rules are very well can be met early in the morning and before taking your lunch. That's the best time to practice the meditation. Now, how to sit in the posture and how to do this meditation. To sit in the meditation, it is always advisable that you take a back rest so that you can rest your back. Either it can be a wall where you are sitting on the ground and taking a support of the wall to rest your back. You can sit in a Sukhasana or Padmasana. Now you can search what are these postures, but simply you can sit in a Sukhasana, which is a normal posture of sitting on the floor, and by keeping your right palm on the left palm, sitting in a Sukhasana posture, you can close your eyes with the back resting on the wall. You can sit in the meditation posture with the closed eyes for 15 to 20 minutes. Now this meditation is done for a time between 15 to 20 minutes, not beyond that. Now when you go in the state of meditation, you need to follow three rules. Once you close your eyes, you need to follow these three rules are: you should not follow any thought, you should not restrict any thought, and you should not create any thought. These are the three primary important principles of meditation, and this is called as a non-doing state of your mind. And this eventually actually leads to a samadhi, which is a very higher and spiritual state. As like rules are there before you sit for the meditation, when you are inside the meditation. Similarly, there are rules to come out of the meditation posture. Because you're sitting in meditation for 15 to 20 minutes, which is of a complete silent, and you cannot suddenly open your eyes in a bright light. So what you must do is, with the closed eyes, you must look down. You can rub your palms and give little warm feeling to your eyes in the closed position. And then, looking down, you can open your eyes slowly. You can blink your eyes once or twice before you open completely. This should be followed because you are really going in a deep meditating state for 15 to 20 minutes in a silence where it brings jerk when you open suddenly in a bright light. By doing this meditation in a non-doing state of mind, it actually brings down your mind space to a zero level where there are no thoughts in your mind space. It's a zero state of mind. And eventually, when you start practicing this meditation 2 times a day minimum, a state comes where I'm talking about not just doing meditation for living, but living a life in meditation. And that's what I'm eventually living my lifestyle towards. Meaning, just like in meditation, I'm not following any thoughts, I'm not creating any thought, I'm not restricting any thought. Eventually, I learned this beautiful science of living a life in meditation, wherein I eventually started not following any negative thought, not creating any negative thought, and not restricting any positive or negative thoughts which are coming towards me in my life. What I understood is, anything which happens in my life, whether it is positive or negative, it has a purpose to build me for my better future. And that's the purpose behind anything which comes on the way of my life journey. Second, I don't create any negative thoughts. Meaning, I live a life where I make sure that I do not create any negative, even a thought for anything or anyone. And third, I'm not following any negative thought or anything which is negative. I make sure that I do not follow any such kind of negative thoughts. And that made my lifestyle so simple and so noble that it became eventually so easy to look at my lifestyle and decide that what I should do, what I should not do. Everything falls in these 3 life principles. Do not create any negative thought. Do not restrict any thought which is coming in my way, and do not follow any negative thought. And that's so simple principles I learned by practicing meditation. And this was the reason to keep meditation in my first episode of Life Engineering Principles. And it is so important for all the listeners who are listening to this podcast while I'm talking about the meditation. It's not about doing meditation for living a better life. It's all about living in meditation for living a life. And eventually, if you really ask me, from my bottom of my heart, my humble request to all the listeners of this podcast on this very first episode is, if you really want to live a life of significance, a life of your choice, it's so important that you must purify your thought process. And the first step going towards purifying your thought process is start practicing meditation. Once you start practicing physically, forcibly by sitting in that posture and bringing out that mindset to a level of non-doing, not allowing any thoughts, not creating any thought, not following any thought, and eventually living a lifestyle into meditation by not creating any negative thought, not following any negative thought, and not restricting any thought into your life. And this is so profound knowledge, or this is so profound insight which I got by practicing this meditation, which I am following, which I am practicing for last over more than 6 years. And I'm so glad and I'm so happy today to share with you all the insight of, or the true potential of meditation. So this is what I really wanted to talk about meditation in my first episode, and I really encourage each one of you to start practicing it. And if you really want to learn more about it, I learned this from my Guruji with a deep gratitude to my Guru from whom I learned this meditation is Rajesh Guruji from SSY. You can very well look for your nearest center on ssy.org and find out and learn from them. I really emphasize or request, and you can very well understand the importance of meditation, why I'm keeping it in first episode, and when I'm talking about doing meditation physically for living a better life and eventually living a life in the meditation for better results. That's how important meditation is. This podcast idea came to my mind where I wanted to share all those thoughts with you all while I was building my digital lifestyle community. If you want to become a part of my wider mission, then I request you to visit my website, that is www.vittalmane.com, and register with your name and email address. You can also attend my free masterclass to know more about my mission on digital lifestyle. Please do subscribe or follow this podcast channel and keep listening to life engineering principles to implement that success formula and win over your negative self-talks. Also feel free to share this podcast with your near and dear ones who might get benefited too. Signing off from now, this is your host Vittal Mane. We'll talk to you next week with a fresh and high vibrating thoughts. Until then, take care, stay safe and healthy. Do keep listening to your only positive thoughts.